Watched it on television, and at the time, 9 years old, I didn't really know the first thing about the reality of space exploration. I didn't know even if Canada had a space program, but I watched Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin land on the moon from the comfort of my family's little cottage in southern Ontario, and I knew one thing. I knew that day I wanted to be an astronaut. And what many of you know, and is something I'm very proud of, is that I achieved that goal. I've been part of 3 space missions. And I've been the commander of the International Space Station, and I was the first Canadian to ever walk in space. But what often gets overlooked is how. It's the journey that I took to get there. Before I boarded my first shuttle, before I ever flew in space, I spent countless days and nights dreaming about that first moment and planning it every step of the way, planning how I could make this possible, how I was going to get there. So I think it's really fitting that today is all about your journey. It's about you and how you are going to get there. I can tell you from my experience that the end result can be amazing, but nothing, and I want you to listen to this, nothing is more important than what you are doing right now to get there. Every single one of us has a goal, something that we dream about achieving, or something we want to experience, or someone we want to become. And there's one thing that you need to make it all real: motivation. Motivation at first. My motivation was the wonder of seeing the world. But I quickly realized that that would only bring me so far. I needed to embrace the complexity of preparing for it. And that is what really set me on the journey of my life. I held on to the wonder, the dream of it that I had when I was a 9-year-old boy. Picture me sitting there with the glow of the television set on my face, watching those first footprints settle on the dusty, rocky surface of the moon. But I focused on the work it was going to take. The early mornings of training, the late nights of studying. It took patience, and I had to make choices. It took sacrifices, but I knew that this was going to be worth it. Having goals and having dreams is essential, but don't take even one single day for granted in the preparation that it takes to get there. And when I shot beyond the Earth's atmosphere, every textbook I'd ever studied, every friend I'd made, every dream I ever had came along with me inside the spaceship. And you think about who you are. You are more than the grades on your tests. You are more than the groups that you hang out with. You are the sum total of every single decision that you make. Every day. So be intentional in your education and be intentional in your work. You can shape your journey by staying connected to what you're truly passionate about. And if you're dedicated, you will go far beyond any stars that you once thought were out of reach. And for me, my connection to music is a tool that's helped guide my sense of direction my whole life. Music has always been something that has kept me grounded in my passions, whether I'm here in Saskatoon or whether I'm out in space. So, how about a song? This is a song I wrote and recorded up on the International Space Station. It is a wild ride, so you better hold sounds alright. Where we're going, you cannot run. Everyone sees there's a lot that we have not done. It's working for me. Here we go. And I don't turn left, and I don't turn right, and I don't slow down anymore. And I don't climb up when I can't fall down, and my feet are touching the floor. Round once more. Taken many trips, I cast off and set sail. I'm hanging on to my fingertips. Houston, I feel fine. The mission is go. Do 1,000 front flips, 'cause who'll ever know? And I don't turn left, and I don't turn right, and I don't slow down anymore. And I don't climb up, and I can't fall down, and my feet are touching the floor. And I don't turn left, and I don't turn right, and I don't slow down anymore. And I don't climb up, and I can't fall down, and my feet are touching the floor. Round once more. With my feet up off the floor.
Together, we can make a difference. This year, hold a bake sale to help raise funds and support families in development.